Oof. Hey guys. No, I don't really make these types of videos, but yeah, we finally got Sword Art Online on global. Now, before I even like start this thing, like actually start it, I'll link start. I know this isn't Bleach Brave Souls, and for those of you expecting something Bleach Brave Souls related, just to put this out there, this won't be my main thing. This isn't gonna like replace the channel because we're considering the fact that mine revolves around Bleach Brave Souls. So yeah, we're gonna stick with that BBS though. Anyways, I've already kind of gotten a head start. Went over through the tutorial, downloaded all of the extra data, all of that other good stuff. Yeah. Also, by the way, I kind of feel a little tired right now, but I decided to make it since this like game has been so highly anticipated. Um, and yeah, it's actually quite fun. But the thing is, this game might actually give Bleach Brave Soul some competition, considering how it's played, the unique fighting style system to it, because it's like a side-scrolling hack and slash. I'll show you guys what that means in a minute. But yeah, it's actually quite entertaining though, to be completely honest. I mean, I already went through the tutorial. If you guys like intend on getting this game, then you'll go over through that. So you basically find out how it is that you play and whatnot. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory to be honest, but just to give you an idea of what it actually looks like the combat style itself. Here, I'll give you a quick little demonstration of a mission. I haven't gotten too far in story mode myself, but I'll probably do that later on. Like I said, I'm focusing more on Bleach, considering the fact that I don't really have much orbs, and I need to get them good summons in. All right, yeah, let's go with this one. This seems kind of easy for me. So one of the first things that I should mention is that in this game, the highest I guess ranked characters that you can get is 4-star characters. That's the equivalency to a 5-star character on BBS. And then 3 stars are equivalency to the 4 stars, and so on and so forth. So, obviously, just from looking at this, you can tell that it's nothing like Bleach, as in terms of like, the graphics or the fighting style. Personally, I still think Bleach is a lot better, like a lot better. But I'm not gonna say that this thing like sucks either. I think this is fun. And then, obviously you have your strong attacks, which the do something cool button naturally. And then of course that Skimpy Asuna for fan service. If you ever do get this game though, like you do get this Asuna for free, and a 4-star Fruity Elf Kirito. And I also forgot to mention, but I know that there are those people who like really hate the series, that really despise it, and then there's those that just like really love it or thought that was a really cool, just awesome series overall. I'm that guy that just really thinks the series was very awesome, even though that I won't deny there were some moments that were pretty cliche, but and maybe a tiny bit cringy here and there, but it was still pretty good overall. I would still say that it was pretty fun to watch. Yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much how that goes. So if you're wondering about the combat style, yeah. Okay, let's just skip the dialogue. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Now as far as like the actual, I guess, character editing goes, I'll also show that in a minute, because it's also different to Brave Souls in the sense that they don't really make it as easy. Not easy, but like self-explanatory rather, to access as they do on BBS. Let me collect this thing. What is this? Okay. Ooh, rocks. My favorite. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Dang, I hear that. Hear that ambulance. So somebody died. Well, rip. But anyways, besides that, let's see. All right, so we got to go into party, and from there you'll obviously be able to see your members and whatnot. It'll end up looking something like this. Now, one of the things different from Brave Souls is that you can't exceed the maximum total cost on your party members. So I can't add this other 4-star Kirito to my team, because I have to increase my total cost, and increasing that is just by playing levels, really, which is what you saw back there, which is what that little meter was for. It helps increase that like cap, so I can add more characters and sort in the future. But for now, this is what you're gonna have to stick with if you can. Let's see. And as far as unlocking attribute, that just basically means it's part of their skill tree, or soul tree if you want to go with that. Yeah, so on and so forth. You know, like I said, same deal like BBS. There's really, like, it's very similar, but it's also very different. I'm pretty sure you've already seen by now how that would be, considering the fact that this is also a gacha-based game, because Scout is just the same thing as the summon shop, when you would summon for characters, and the same thing as before. So when you actually play the game, you'll get a free single, but I'm not sure if you can get a 4-star from the free single that you get in the game. I don't think you can. However, I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. But you know, same deal. 25 for a single, and then the thing about this is that you actually get 11 characters for doing a multi, which would be the usual 250. Now, one of the things about this game that also makes it very unique is the fact that there's specific weapons to it, or I guess you could say equipment. And unlike BVS, it has a very significant difference. Not to mention the fact it actually visually changes the character as well. So when you actually equip this thing on them, like, you visually see the weapon on them as well, which I think was a neat little touch. I feel like that gives it a nice little unique aspect to itself. And then, you know, of course, the characters you summon for them. And if you go on to details, then you'll actually be able to test play them as much as you like. That's one thing I feel like BBS is it's kind of not really too good for, or I guess generous about, and it's the test plays, because you only get, what, 2? However, on SAO, you get, you know, unlimited test plays with every single one of the characters, you know, as much as you want. Yeah, see their full skill tree, everything. You get it all. Well, you know, why not? Oh yeah, the one thing about about these characters though is that they all have that standard forward strike attack, you know, or vocal strike as it says here. I'm pretty sure he has. Oh, does he not have one? I thought he had one. No, yeah, I know she does. Yeah, for sure. And of course there's Asuna's. Yeah, you get the idea where that's coming from though. But yeah, other than that, I think it's really cool that you actually get to test play them as much as you like. You know, you get to see how they work, if you get a good feel for them, all of that good stuff. But that's where you go to test play the characters, in case you didn't know what that little thing was for in detail, because I didn't know what it was for until I actually messed around with it. And the only reason I even have like an idea of what it is that I'm supposed to do here is because I played the JP version of the game. However, I was just waiting for it to finally hit global. So now that that's actually happened, I don't know, I maybe might do like another one here and there. I don't know, I guess it just depends on how you all feel about it. It just really depends. Now on to, let's see. Party? Request. Request, not sure. No, I'm pretty sure. No, so actually go ahead and go to town, because there's still a few more that you could go ahead and see before, like, you actually start doing this thing yourself. Then you have your universal town chat. This is just the chat for everything else. Let's see. What can we put? Let's just put that generic hi. There's that hi. Alright. So, you know, it works the same way. You see people, you just chat there. And then, of course, you have your menu, your settings, and then adding friends. Of course, the adding friends feature is a little bit weird, but it just goes with clicking on their little icon and then tapping the follow. That's just kind of you sending the request, the friend request, and then up to them, you know, to accept it and all. So that's how that one works. And then on here, you can go ahead and check your gift box. And obviously that means things that you've gotten. I see memory diamonds. Which, by the way, I actually should have mentioned that way sooner. Memory diamonds are the equivalency to spirit orbs in this game, which is why you see that over there. Which is why you have to pay the money to buy them if you actually, you know, want to buy them with real money. Support. Okay. Oh, I don't think this shop is available at the moment, right? I think I should remember seeing a notice about that. But yeah, you get the gist, though. That's basically the equivalency to spirit orbs. I don't have the money to buy the spirit orb. Like somebody. Alright, enough of that. But yeah, of course, it's the same thing. Just getting enough memory diamonds, doing the multi-or single, getting a 4-star character, and then, you know, just hopefully you get lucky. I actually was hoping that I'd have enough to do a multi at this point, but sadly I don't. However, if you do end up getting a 4-star, you'll be able to tell, because when you do summon, you'll see like a rainbowish portal, which will just signify you got a 4-star. And if it's a golden portal, then that's just a 3-star, which once again is the equivalency to a 4-star in BBS. So obviously that's not really worth using. I'm actually going to go ahead and go with this one boss fight just so you get a feel of these bosses. All right, let's see. Yeah, bring my Asuna because that's the best thing that I have at the moment. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, I actually also have a section of SAO memory defrag on my Discord server in case you guys want to join. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then you can actually go ahead and click the link in the description below because, you know, that's also a thing as well. Once again, keep in mind, this is not my main thing. BBS will always be my main thing, but I feel like this thing also deserves a little bit of some, like, some shouting out here and there, if that makes any sense. But yeah, like I said, feel free to join on that as well if you want. If you want to like join in on anything SAO memory defrag related, because I think this game has a lot of promise to it. Although it's not as like, you know, highly graphic as Bleach, it's still pretty enjoyable in its own way. Not to mention the fact that one thing I feel that like really gives Bleach competition is the fact that unlike BBS, you can play these missions as much as you want. Like, you don't have to wait for any tickets, you don't have to like wait for excessive loading times the way like I normally would. So I feel like that's one thing that would really give Bleach, you know, run for its money. But other than that though, like there's a lot of things that like are lackluster compared to BBS. But don't get me wrong, though, it's very much worth checking out if you really like BBS that much, and if you're like a SAO fan, or even if you're just like a casual hack and slash type of fan. This thing might even get you into the anime itself, in case you've never really like considered it before. Who knows though? Who knows? Maybe. Right, let's let's skip this. Also, another little thing I liked is the fact that they added the little sound effects from the game. Like when you tap on the buttons, it's like tweet tweet. All of that stuff. I'm like, oh wow, like, that was actually pretty cool in my opinion, because I'm like, oh no way, it actually feels like SAO. However, that's actually enough about me rambling. I'm actually gonna go ahead and leave it here though, because I'm pretty sure you guys get the gist of how this works, what you're supposed to do, all of that other good stuff. So yeah, remember, if you guys enjoyed it, then leave a like and a comment letting me know what you think, because that's always appreciated. It always helps me out. And yeah, I'll go ahead and see you guys on the next video though. Take care.